Well, hey everybody, so let's talk about trail shoes. Just picked up a new pair, and what I wanted was something lightweight but still waterproof and trail worthy. Basically, I wanted something that was a cross between this is my New Balance trail shoe. Just a very simple, fairly inexpensive trail shoe that I have. Fairly lightweight, but it's not minimalist lightweight by any means. Not a bad shoe, not the best either. Pretty comfortable though, but you can see I've worn this pretty well, but by no means waterproof. The other end of the spectrum is this. This is my favorite boot that I have. This is the Keen Pyrenees boot, and I've done a review on that. I'll put a link up here somewhere for you to click on it, and it's still a relevant review. Awesome flipping boot. It's full leather upper, completely waterproof. It's the Keen Dry, and I'll tell you, the Keen Dry is just as good a quality as Gore-Tex in my opinion. I've soaked these things and my feet have stayed nice and perfectly dry. I've taken these on pretty much any of my extended backpacking trips. That means Laurel Highlands, Red River Gorge, Dolly Sods was one. So I've taken these pretty much everywhere, and they're great. They're super nice, and but they're heavy. These things weigh like 3 pounds, something like that. Maybe 2.5, 3 pounds. They're super heavy shoes. They are not ultralight for hiking, and they're good for long distances and everything. I can't tell you how many times I probably would have snapped an ankle if it weren't for this part right here. But I needed something just a little bit lighter, something for day hikes and shorter trips that was, not quite as heavy as this. So here's what I ended up with. I looked around at a lot of different shoes, a lot of different brands, tried some things on. I ended up with this. Stuck with Keen. This is the Keen Koven trail shoe. And now, straight off the bat, this is not an ultralight boot or shoe. It is still fairly heavy. I think these are 1.5, 2 pounds for the pair. But it is very nice quality. Now, I love Keen as a brand. It's just, this pair I had before, once I got them broken in, they were super comfortable, just great boots. So I really wanted to stick with Keen. So as you can see, this is the Keen Dry. So these are waterproof, and I can't wait to try to get these out and soak them and see what happens. But the Keen Dry, like I said, is awesome, amazing. It is just nice. It's leather upper again, but still nice and breathable. Fairly, like I said, fairly nice, but still flexible, but still firm. I love how Keen has these toe protectors here. These things, I'll tell you how many times I've stubbed my toe, and if it weren't for this, I would have had completely mashed toes. So pretty freaking awesome. Not cheap. These Keen boots are not cheap at all, but for the quality, I don't really know if I like anything better. I've looked at other brands like Salomon and all these La Sportiva and all these ones, but I just keep going back to Keen because I just really like the quality of them. I like the treads. See how deep the tread is with these different lugs, these what they call multi-directional lugs, and they're just nice. They're just really nice shoes, and for the money, I think it's worth it. And I'll be able to take these out on day hikes and things like that. Like I said, I like Keen as a brand. I think they're pretty exceptional quality. And now I'm just working on breaking these things in. The one thing you do want to do, basically the reason why I never buy hiking shoes or any kind of shoes online, is because I need to try them on. And even when you're purchasing the same brands, sizes can be very different. Now, this boot here is a size 10.5, and it fits me perfectly. That's with dual layer socks, a liner pair, and then an outer wool sock, and these fit me fantastically. So I was thinking, well, it's Keen, so I should probably stick with a 10.5 size for my next pair. And I went in the store, and they didn't have a 10.5. So I was like, great, you know, I won't be able to get a pair of boots today. So he's like, well, try on the 11s just in case. So I tried on the 11s, and guess what? They're almost exactly the same type fit as the 10.5 Keens I have now. Same kind of sock configuration and everything. I went in the store with, you know, same kind of socks that I'd be hiking with, and amazingly, these 11s are just like a 10.5. Now these New Balance that I showed you guys, these are 11s, and they've always been a little bit big on me, but I typically wear them with a thinner sock, like a kind of a running type sock. I don't usually wear thicker hiking type socks with them. Sometimes I will though, and when I do wear the thicker hiking sock, they fit me pretty well. If I'm doing like a trail in these, you know, and I know it's not going to be wet, then I'll wear them out hiking with the thick socks. So, you know, wearing these 11s with the thicker sock configuration, have one in here actually. This is the right sock. I've shown you guys this before. This is actually one single sock. It doesn't have the dual. It's basically like a dual layer type sock. It has like a liner built into it. If you can see it in there, so it's nice and soft on the inside. I love these socks, and I only have one pair, so I'm gonna have to buy some more because they're just fantastic. They're so awesome. But what I also do a lot is I'll wear like a wool sock, like a smart wool, with something like a silk or synthetic type liner sock. So I have a dual pair, and I'll wear those in my hiking boots. So that's what I would do in this, either wear these or the dual sock configuration. So again, these are the Keen Kovens, and I'll do a full review on them, of course, after I've had them for a while. I'm going to be taking them on a 6-mile hike in the Hocking Hills for the annual Hocking Hills winter hike coming up this weekend. So I'll report back and let you guys know what I think of these. I think it'll be pretty positive, though. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you real soon.